Tottenham Hotspur got back to winning ways in the Premier League on Saturday afternoon, beating Nottingham Forest 3-1 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Harry Kane with a brace, Heung-min Son with the other. Spurs remain fourth in the Premier League, and we only have 11 games left of this campaign. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. This is another edition of Spurs in the Media, where I'll be going through all of today's newspapers and the player ratings from the game Tottenham Hotspur 3, Nottingham Forest 1. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. So let's get straight into it. Let's start with a report from the Mail on Sunday today. This picture here of Richarlison, of course, involved in all three of Tottenham's goals, and of course had one disallowed after a couple of minutes. But the main heading states, "It's the hope that kills you at Spurs, in despair after two knockout blows, but up pops Kane with double to tighten grip on fourth." In the main report, it says, out of the cup competitions and back in the groove, Tottenham performed as if to prove Antonio Conte's point that the weight of expectations simply suffocates his players whenever there is any trace of jeopardy in the air. Also, the Mail on Sunday today, top four is like a trophy. Antonio Conte said that securing fourth spot for Tottenham Hotspur this season is like Tottenham Hotspur winning the Premier League. So the match facts and stats: Spurs had 56% possession to Forest's 44%. Shots on target: Spurs 7, Forest 5. Fouls 13 apiece. Forest had 10 corners to Tottenham's 2. The ball was in play for only 55 minutes, which was 54.5% of a 100-minute match. Now, the player ratings today from the Mail on Sunday. Goalkeeper Forster with a 7.5. He made a couple of great saves in the game, including the penalty save right at the end of the match. Romero with a 6 out of 10. Dyer with a 6. Lenglet with a 6. Pedro Porro with a 7. Oliver Skipp only with a 7 out of 10. In my opinion, I think that probably should have been better than that, at least an 8. In my opinion, he was absolutely everywhere. Another great game from the Tottenham youngster. Ben Davies with a 6.5. Richarlison with an 8 out of 10. He was absolutely everywhere. As I said, he was involved in every single goal Saturday afternoon at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Harry Kane with an 8.5. Heung-min Son with a 7.5. Now for a report from the Sunday Express today. This small article at the bottom here of this double page. It says that Kane's spot on with a double. Harry Kane come to Tottenham's rescue yet again as he fired in his first penalty since that nightmare miss in the World Cup quarter-finals when the Three Lions lost to France. Now, Tottenham Hotspur are fourth in the Premier League. Antonio Conte said there's only one place left and the race is tough. Steve Cooper, the Nottingham Forest boss, after the game said we looked the more dynamic and aggressive team in the second half. But it was in the first half where the result was defined. We needed to be a lot more competitive than we were. We can play much better than that. Now, the Sunday Express today have given the Man of the Match award to Harry Kane. They have stated no stopping England's skipper, whose double buried his World Cup penalty nightmare. The player ratings today from the Sunday Express, they have only given Forster a 6 out of 10, which is very, very surprising. Romero a 7, Lenglet a 7, Dyer a 7, Pedro Porro an 8, Oliver Skipp an 8, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg a 7, Davis a 7, Richarlison an 8, Heung-min Son a 7, and they have given Harry Kane a 9 out of 10. Now for a double page spread from the Sunday Mirror today, and it says here, Smash and Harry, Kane bags a brace and buries his penalty woes. Harry Kane has scored 8 headed goals in the league this season. Only Duncan Ferguson has ever netted more in a single campaign, and that was 9 in the 1997-1998 season. Now, a few more stats from the game published by the Sunday Mirror today. Passing success, Spurs 87% to Nottingham Forest 81%. Tackles, Spurs 11 to Forest 8. Tackles won in percentage terms, Spurs 55% to Nottingham Forest 100%. Now for a report from the Sunday Times today, they show this wonderful picture here of Harry Kane celebrating. The main heading, Kane double strengthens Tottenham's grip on fourth. There was to be no first Premier League goal for Richarlison in a Tottenham Hotspur shirt, but a hug from Antonio Conte and a standing ovation from the South Stand said it all. For 83 minutes, the Brazil forward had run, chased and harried. He won the penalty for Harry Kane to score Tottenham's second goal and delivered the cross from which Heung-min Son added a third. He also played a part in Harry Kane's first and even scored himself after 3 minutes, only for VAR to call it offside. After the game, Spurs head coach Antonio Conte said, "Today I prefer to start with Richarlison and rest Dejan Kulusevski. I don't understand the people that don't understand the importance of rotation. You have good players on the bench and then you have to change the game." The player ratings today from the Sunday Times. Fraser Forster with an 8 out of 10. Romero 7. Dyer 7. Lenglet 7. Pedro Porro 7. Ben Davies 7. Both midfielders, Oliver Skipp and Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, both with 7s. Richarlison 8. Harry Kane 8. Heung-min Son 7. And now a report from the Sun newspaper, and on the front of their goal supplement, it has this picture here of Antonio Conte and Richarlison hugging one another. And it says here, "Poo are ya?" Ant praises fighting spirit but refuses to howl, "Shit season rich." In the main article, it says Antonio Conte saluted the fire in the eyes of the Spurs stars as they bounce back from a tough week. After being knocked out in the Champions League by AC Milan, Antonio Conte had hit out at impatient Tottenham fans, called his players soft and agreed with Richarlison that his season had been shit. A double-page spread also from the Sun today, and it says, "The boy Dung good. Richarlison lifts Spurs. This was the day Richarlison made a good start of cleaning up his own shit." Also in this article, it says that Tottenham recorded a 2 or more goal lead at half-time in a Premier League home game for the first time since the 12th of May last season against Arsenal. It then goes on to say that Harry Kane has scored 20 goals in a Premier League season for the 6th time, with only Alan Shearer 7 doing so in more different campaigns than the Tottenham striker. Thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please do hit that subscribe button, like, share and comment below. And if you're listening to this on an audio platform, please do hit that follow button and leave a review if you can. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, come on you Spurs.